In today's video, I want to share with you my 12-week body transformation. And today, on the one side, I want to share with you the results, the thing that I have done right, but also the thing that I definitely did wrong. I could have done better. Okay, so that is that. For the past 3 months, or actually even a little bit more than that, I've been cutting down my calories, I've been lowering my body fat. I really wanted to give everything I have in the gym and also share the story behind it, how I feel about it, how I will be moving forward. So yeah, first of all, the development. So a thing to keep in mind with all the little videos of my progress is that some, or let's say most of them, are filmed in the morning on an empty stomach, no pump, no nothing, and some are filmed in the gym with my phone maybe, or with the camera. So depending on lighting, depending on pump and everything else, it looks obviously a little bit quite different. And with the results, I'm quite happy. Like right now here on the channel, if you may be new, this is not my emphasis. This is not necessarily fitness channel. Fitness and working out is something that I enjoy a lot, that I get so much from. But for me also, while I have been traveling, especially the last trip to the Philippines for a month, couldn't really work out. And I asked myself, hey, why don't I fully commit? Why don't I kind of like go out and get that fire in the gym back, this really excitement for it? Because for me it was like, yeah, sure, I'm building a little bit of muscle. My goal is to gain a little bit of muscle, strength, this and that. But then I was like, hey, challenge yourself, get really lean, and just for the fun of it on the one side. And I gotta say, I definitely achieved that. So the number one biggest benefit is just the excitement in the gym. And with that, let me maybe share with you the last morning yesterday.
I didn't get for free. I broke my back and skinned my knees. Working hard.
Even a little bit earlier start. We have 5 a.m. It's still dark. It's crazy outside, man, but the vibes are real. I love it.
Make a little money, make a little love, get a little help from the Lord above. Make a little money, make a little love, get a little help from the Lord above. Make a little money, make a little love, get a little help from the Lord above. Make a little money, make a little love, get a little help from the Lord above. Trying to make a dollar. Make a dollar, trying to make a dollar, trying to make
7:30 a.m. Upper body workout is done. Feeling pretty amazing. The time is tight this morning. Woke up 5:30. Man, I love this feeling.
And right now I'm so excited about the gym, because with almost every workout, especially in the past few weeks, you see a difference. You're getting leaner, the veins are starting to pop, and it's a lot of fun. But also, it's definitely also quite a hard journey of just leaning down. I would say right now I'm slowly approaching like the 10% body fat mark, and actually I would have been doing my cutting even longer, but because I'm heading out to New York City in a few days, for me it was like, hey, we're gonna do the line here, and probably I'm gonna even get leaner because I'm probably not gonna get to eat anything. I'm gonna run around all the time. But what, first of all, did I do right? I would say definitely I took it slowly, or a little bit more slowly this time. So last time when I really cut down, I think it was when I was like 19, like 4 years ago, I got to definitely lower than 10% body fat. But also with that, I felt really bad all the time, like for weeks, almost months, because I was in such a caloric deficit. I lost a lot of strength. I definitely also lost muscle. And this time I really took it slowly. So I pretty much went down from like 81 kilograms to like 73, 74. So around half a kilo a week, 2 kilo every month. So I tracked my calories, I had that in check. If I wasn't losing any weight anymore, then I slightly lowered them for 100 or 200 calories. I also tracked my weight. Super simple, I did it in an app. Every morning I jump on the scale, boom, just write it down. And with that, I was really able to track my progress, to not want to take it too fast. Sometimes I just have it in front of my eyes. Hey, should I still eat something today, or have I already eaten enough? Do I have enough protein? Do I have enough healthy fats? This and that. So that is something definitely, if you're just getting into it, you kind of have to get it down, but I've been doing that for years. So that has been definitely in place. What did I do wrong? I think to really, maybe I could have done it perfectly, so to say, is if I would have kept a little bit more track of the weight that I'm working in the gym. So when you're cutting down, it's like you are gonna lose a little bit of muscle, but you really avoid losing a lot. You should really focus on lifting as much as you can, keeping track of that, keeping track of the workout volume. So how many sets do you do with how many reps? And I did that for like the first 2 months, but in the last month I was just saying, hey, the workouts are starting to get harder, they're starting to get tougher, just have a little bit more fun in the gym, just go a little bit more for a good pump. And while I don't think that did too much damage, if you are not going to be focusing on like lifting enough weight, with that you're also going to lose some muscle. But yeah, I don't know, I don't beat myself up over it. For me, as I said, like I love the workouts, especially even though they did get a lot harder, with also your looks changing, and almost every week you see progress. It was a lot of fun. And another mistake that I definitely did is that I had quite some fluctuations with my calories. Like on some days I just didn't get around to eat that much. I was maybe on the go all the time. I'd be taking a bus ride from one city to another. And with that, I have been in a huge caloric deficit, maybe like, I don't know, 500 or maybe even 1,000 kilocalories. But I felt like, hey, I'm gonna eat the next day more. And this is also what I did. Like, it makes sense to not be in such a high caloric deficit, because then you're just gonna feel crappy. And that's what happened. Like there have been definitely some days where I had like a bad mood, and just because I didn't eat enough. So that happened like 2-3 times. So I could have maybe avoided that, but especially if you're cutting down a little bit more harshly, you're gonna have these bad days. And could I have done better? Yes. Could I have gotten leaner? Yes. And I probably will be, because as I said, I probably would have done the cuts really for 3 or 4 more weeks to really get down to like the 10% body fat mark, like roughly. I don't really measure it just by the looks. My six-pack is not coming out fully yet, but really, as I said, for me it's like it's probably gonna happen, because I will be most likely doing street workouts in New York City. This is what I'm really planning on. If you know any place like calisthenic parks, I'm just gonna Google it up, but if you know any, let me know. Also, like, just drop me a DM on Instagram if you are maybe from New York City. And just the excitement about the gym, and I also feel really great. I've been just looking through some of the old, what would I mean by old? Videos from like 3, 4, 5 months ago, and I do look quite different just in terms of how your face starts to look, and I really like this leaner look a little bit more. And what I know for myself for sure is that maintaining a certain look is easier than attaining it in the first place. So right now, the way that I'm looking right now, I think I'll be able to keep that look for however long I want. Hopefully, hold me by that word, or I'm just gonna go like full like dad bod in New York City and just gonna eat all the time. We'll see how it's gonna go. All right, so in terms of advice or maybe little tips, if you want to lean down, if you want to transform your body, I would say that for a lot of people who just get into the gym and wanna like lean down, lose body fat, what they don't keep in mind is that whenever you don't have enough energy, you're low energy because you just don't eat that much because you wanna lose fat, is that workouts are gonna be hell. Like, you're just gonna be low on energy, it's not gonna feel good, and especially in the middle of a cut, this is where you have to pull through. But if you're just getting to the gym, I would say for the first few months, just eat enough so you have enough energy so you actually can have fun in the gym. Because I think one of the worst things is when people get into the gym and it just feels so horrible because they directly want to start into jump into a diet to like transform themselves and get lean. So maybe get into that a few months later, and other than that, take a slow and steady approach. I did it before and I know how it feels if you just want to have the results too fast, too quickly. Take your time, 3 months, 4 months, maybe even 5 months, depends on how much body fat you want to drop down, or maybe do it in 2 instances. Like at first you do it for a month or 2, then you make a little break, maybe you eat again a little bit more, you work out again a little bit harder, then you do it again. But again, for me, it was just a little experiment. It has been a lot more about what is happening up here. So smash the thumbs up button if you enjoyed today's video. As always, in the description box you will find all the links to all the different things that I'm doing, ways to support me and what I do. For me right now, big travel plans are coming up in just the next few days, so these are gonna be the next few videos. If you're new here on the channel, my name is Danny, and on Danny Got a World to See, I document my life, my travels, my fitness and health journey, and you should subscribe. We're gonna see each other in the next one. Until then, you got a world to see.